Hi everyone, a few of you have asked me if I can do a wee show me on the bonnet questions. So I thought I would do a wee video because I know I've shown you a couple of videos, but I think one on my actual car would be ideal. So when you are welcomed by the examiner might say to you, especially if it's a nice glorious day like it is just now, the examiner will say to you, right, okay, if you wouldn't mind opening the bonnet and tell me how you check the engine has sufficient oil. So what you have to do is then go to the car itself, and then down here you've got a wee lever. All you have to do is pull that lever until you hear a pop, and then you go to the front of the car, and then down here, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, there is, just to the right over here, there's a wee lever, and all you have to do is pop it, you hear that, and then you lift the bonnet up. Okay, so one of the questions is, open the bonnet and tell me how you check the engine has sufficient oil. So what you would say is identify the dipstick. So the dipstick is this yellow thing over here, okay? And what you would say, identify the dipstick, say here's a dipstick. You've got level indicators on the actual dipstick itself. Okay, so what I'm going to do just now is I'm actually going to show you what you actually have to do, but you have to explain this, okay? So normally with your dipstick you have to pull it out, and then all you do over here, so as you can see, it's this big long rod over here, and all we do is wipe this clean because it's now covered in oil because that was in the engine bay. So all you have to do is wipe it clean, and then once it's clean, I've just dirtied the top of my engine, you put it back in, and then all the way down, and then pull it back out again because it has been dry, and then we can see over here. So you have got the kind of direction indicators, okay? And see if that was bone dry, then you would say, right, okay, my car needs oil. And then I'm just going to put this back in, and then the place that you would put that, put the oil would be in here. Okay, you obviously have to open that, but you do that when the engine's cool, and make sure you're in a level playing ground as well, so that you're not in a tilt or anything like that, so the oil is only going to one side. Okay, but to explain that, I normally tell my pupils to say, here's a dipstick, all you do is pull it out, clean it with a rag, put it back in, take it back out again, and then you'll see the level indicators. If it's below minimum or it's dry, then you know you need to top it up. Okay, examiner will say, thanks very much, close the bonnet, blah, 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 blah. Another question is, open the bonnet and open the bonnet and tell me how you would check that the engine has sufficient engine coolant. So over here, this is your engine coolant over here. Okay, the pink stuff. Now down here, you've got a minimum sign, okay? If it goes below minimum, you know you need to top it up. Okay, so the answer to that is identify the high and low level markings on the header tank where fitted, and describe how you would check the correct level. So you just say if it goes below minimum, you would just top it up. Same question goes for the brake fluid. Okay, so the brake fluid is detected over here. Okay, so it's this picture over here. It's the circle is like the wheel, and the brackets around that is your brake pads. Okay, so that's your brake fluid. You would say exact same thing. Here's a brake fluid over here. It's got minimum and maximum markers on the bottom. If it goes below minimum, then you need to get it topped up. And that's it. Another question you might get asked, can you identify the screen wash? Screen wash is a nice easy one because it's a picture of a window, okay, with squishies coming out. Okay, so all you would say, a lot of people say that you would just check the minimum maximum markers. There aren't any minimum maximum markers. All you have to do is just open it, fill it up to the very top, and the way how you would identify whether you need it is when you're in the car and you squish the windows, nothing comes out, you know you have to fill that out. Okay, and then lastly, what you need to do is when the examiner says, okay, thanks very much, you then take this, hold your hand up here, okay, and then you pull it down to your chest, and then you just drop it. Okay, it will give a loud bang and everything like that, but that's fine. And then you just give it a wee check just to make sure it's not still open. And that's it. Thanks very much. See you later.